Australia is weighing up a significant new plan to tackle anti-Semitism, one that could affect schools, universities, cultural institutions, media outlets and even social media. The proposal comes from Jillian Segal, Australia's special envoy for combating anti-Semitism, who says anti-Semitism has become normalised in parts of academia and the arts, and that young Australians are increasingly exposed to misinformation about Jewish people and Israel. Segal wants funding for universities and artists to be withheld if they fail to act on anti-Semitism. She also wants governments to adopt a widely used international definition of anti-Semitism, though some want this could blur the line between hateful speech and legitimate criticism of Israel's policies, especially its actions in Gaza. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese says criticism of Israel will not be treated as anti-Semitism, but critics want clearer guarantees. Other recommendations include banning AI tools from spreading anti-Semitic content, stronger hate speech laws, tighter visa rules for people with anti-Semitic views, and closer monitoring of how the media covers Jewish issues. There are also calls to boost education about anti-Semitism in schools and workplaces and to use trusted voices to counter hate online. Albanese says the government will take time to consider the plan and that some parts may happen quickly while others could take longer and need support from state governments and civil society. The opposition wants a clearer commitment, and the Greens warns that space must remain for fair criticism of Israel without it being labelled anti-Semitic. This debate comes as Australia's Jewish community faces increasing threats, with recent attacks on synagogues and schools fueling calls for a stronger response beyond extra security cameras. Segal's plan aims for bigger structural changes, targeting how hate speech is regulated and how institutions respond. Meanwhile, in the United States, Donald Trump's administration has escalated a fight with Harvard University, accusing it of failing to protect Jewish and Israeli students and threatening its accreditation and student visa program. Harvard says it is being unfairly targeted for its politics and defends its academic freedom. Together, these stories show the pressure on governments to confront rising anti-Semitism while also protecting free speech and the right to criticise governments like Israel's. For Australia, the key question now is which parts of Segal's plan will go ahead and whether they will strike that balance. For all of the latest international updates, make sure you're staying tuned here on NewsX World.